Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 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 180. Blue, blue.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the toss, Cohen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now Cohen. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They run. This is Cohen. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
You see it? You see it?
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Brandon, I know what I would do in this situation. You're on the road. It's the opening drive. You've gotten all the way down here. I would go for it.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. From the gun. O'Donnell, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. 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 Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Detroit.
Jackson from the shotgun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Changing topics here for just a second to look ahead to our Thanksgiving slate. You got Chicago and Detroit early, but then, of course, Dallas late. And it's a rivalry game. They host Washington.
Yeah, and how great is that we're going to get that one on Thanksgiving because they've given us some memorable ones throughout the years. And it's always interesting to hear just how intense this rivalry is, even in today's NFL. I've talked to guys who have played for both Dallas and Washington, and they always say it's such a struggle when they hear they have to go to the other team. No matter what the circumstances, that's the one team that you don't want to go play for. And they always say it's very strange to put on that other uniform.
Whoever wins that game, the turkey will taste a lot better in the locker room after. Flush to his right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons, and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, here's Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now they'll run it with Cohen, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Set up! 18.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now Jackson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown, 35 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
There we go. You see it? You see it? There we go. You see it? You see it?
They go play action here on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Parkey's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Well, the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
4th down, here's Jackson, and that is going to be incomplete. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this out past the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
They try again with Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This is Cohen on the toss, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw, and they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton.